Well, I guess we'll be starting here shortly. This is all new to me. It's been such a long time. Here shortly. This is all new to me. It's been such a long time. Here shortly. This is all new to me. It's been such a long time. I may mute my YouTube channel so I don't get all involved in all this. What's up, Wild Bill? Nice to see you too. I hope we have a house full tonight. We'll give it some time. There's Victor. What's up, Vic? Congratulations on getting that trophy. Sorry about that plane you had busted up. Hello, Jeff from Lower Alabama. I didn't know if y'all want to come and see me tonight or not. I ain't been on here, seems like a year. Kenny's out of the picture for a while. I don't know what y'all done to Kenny, but y'all must have hurt his feelings or something. He just fell off the face of the earth. What's up, JCB? I thought I'd go live for a little while. I've took care of my supper and done my chores today, and I had a little time to spare this evening, so thought, well, what the heck? We'll do a live stream for a little bit. Sue shows up. I know if Kenny didn't go live last week, and it kind of freaked me out not seeing him Monday through Friday. So I didn't know what's wrong with him. I hope he's okay. Kenny was at E-Jets, all down there with boozers. Okay. I'm behind in times. We got 8 up in here somewhere. 200 driver. What's going on? Well, glad you dropped in. I don't know if we can pack the house tonight or not. We'll just have to see. There's Georgie. Early morning the next 2 days. I understand, George. This is just a spare of a moment thing for me. I thought I'd go live for a little while, chat with y'all. Haven't talked to y'all in a while. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for spring. I'm ready. I'm tired of being up in this house. I've been this winter. I don't know if y'all know about it, but I've been putting out a trail camera back behind the house here, and I've been filming deer. It's funny you said that. Are the deer still moving? I looked on my TV at 5:50 this evening, and it was already dark outside, but I could barely see them in my camera. I get CCTV cameras up, and they were just running around in the front yard out there. I had probably 4 or 5. They running out in circles out there, and finally my dog picked up on them, and she started barking at them. But what's up, Kevin Trapping? Glad to see y'all dropping in. We've had some cold nights around here in January. It's been unbearable temperature wise. Snow. We had probably 4 good snows down here in Tennessee. That's unusual to get as many as that. We normally don't get that many or bad temperatures, but it just seems like everything just falling apart this year. But I'll be glad when spring comes around. I'm wanting to get out and do some stuff in the yard. And like I said, I've been putting a trail camera. I bought one back in November, and I think I first set it out November the 18th. So I filmed all the way through December and through January. I think the 21st of January, I brought it in and I haven't put it back out. So if y'all haven't watched uh, that's the only videos I've put up on my YouTube channel is my my deer. I got one little spike back there, and he's only got one horn on his head. Frankie RC Plains, glad to see you. There's Christy. She's in the house. Let me see if I haven't used this in so long. I'm going to have to refresh myself on everything. EQ's in the house. We got a few people. There's Check 6 in the house. Let me give you a wrench, buddy. We like all blue around here, so I don't have to put my glasses on. I can see them. Chrissy, you ready for springtime? I bet you are. You know I am. I look like a grizzly bear. My beard's growing over my shoulder. I haven't shaved in I don't know when. It's been a while. Guys, I'm going to have a birthday this month. The 13th. Hallelujah. Another one's in the book. Don't ask me my age. I'm going to lie to you. I'll be 29 and I've never been kissed. Yeah, it'd be nice here too. I'm just kind of fed up with this cold weather and the snow. I did get some good videos of the deer playing in the snow back behind the house. I counted 9 deer back there, all in a herd. After the rut kind of calms down, all the deer start grouping together, and they've already done that back there in the back. So the horns will be falling off their heads. So I'm really not interested in filming now back there. I'll probably put it back up out there around April. So when the babies are born this year, I'll get a few pictures of some Bambies back there, the spotted does. I had most of these deer back here has 2 little offsprings every year. They come out in my backyard. I'll be in the kitchen looking out the kitchen window, and here comes a doe and two little baby fawns playing in the backyard. But if you step back through the backyard there where I mow into the woods, I'm only filming maybe 30 yards up in there. That's where all the deer's at. It's in my videos. So I know a good place to deer hunt, guys. You don't have to go far. If I ever get hungry, well, I don't think I will. And me's in the freezer. I don't have. I let my neighbor. He hunts back here on me. I let him 2 years ago. He started putting a food plot back there, and he tilled. Well, he didn't really till the ground, but he sowed it back there in an open area back there where it gets some sunlight. And he's got a good food plot back there. And I've seen him back there eating on it once or twice this winter. But most of the time, they're just grazing through. I fix them up some sweet, some sugar and salt, Kool-Aid, and Jello mix, all kinds of good stuff. Feed them. But he usually feeds them corn back there. And I just don't want to put them on a corn diet, especially in the winter, because it's not a winter producing. Corn is not produced in the winter, so they shouldn't be eating it in the winter. If you understand what I'm saying, maybe this spring I'll feed them maybe 50 pounds, but I'm not gonna feed them all the time. I rather put sugar and salt out back there for them, and I call it deer cocaine. They really do like it. Once they find it, they just can't get enough of it. They lick your lips back and forth after getting a hold of it. They love that stuff. But if you haven't checked out my deer videos, I probably got 5 or 6 up on my channel. And I'm still getting comments on my RC planes. Had a guy look at my 300 extra video today and commented. He just maidened his and he had a good flight. Recommended not to fly it on safe and low rates, which I started flying my 300 extra on 80. I had 3 rates set in my radio at 70, 80, to 100 rates. And I flew it, the first flight was at 80 in mid rates with 50 expo. When I had 50 expo set all the way around. And I flew it with 80 rates, then 100 rates on a maiden flight. I done 2 landings with it. Why do deer blocks have corns in? It's just a mineral block, Christy. They got molasses in it. They got all kinds of sweet stuff, salt, sugar. Deer love salt and sugar. And the salt is what they hunt for. But it's just a deer food that people buys, the deer blocks. It's got corn in it. It's kind of crazy at the prices they charge for those things. Yeah, I'd much rather buy up 3 or 4 pounds of salt and a 4-pound bag of sugar, mix it all together in a container, and add Kool-Aid and Jello and vanilla coffee creamer in it. Just all kinds of vanilla sweets. You can put berry flavored, apple flavored Kool-Aid in it. cherry, it doesn't matter. They love it. All them deer back there got sweet tooth. Plus it's sweet and sour, salty. It's good for them. I feed them pretty good. Well, Bill, I got to ask you a question. You ever go to Phoenix very much? What y'all do with all that prostitution down there in that city? My Lord, that's all YouTube shows. This prostitution in Phoenix. They're all homeless, in sad shape. They're on drugs. Oh, Don Williams. Glad you made it, buddy. Glad to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. I haven't went live in several months. I got down my health. I had a fist fight with my doctor. He refused to get my medicine to me without me coming in through COVID. He wanted me to come in for a visit. All they after is damn money. And I pissed the nurses off down there. They called, might near cussed me out. And I buckled. I wound up getting me a new doctor. And it took me a while to get him straightened out to get my medicine filled. And by this time, my A1C, I'm diabetic. My A1C was out the roof. That's why I was feeling so bad. It needs to be around 6. And when I went to this doctor and had it tested, I was at 10. And it was over 200. And once it gets that high blood sugar, it just tears your body down. Everything. Diabetes, I don't care if you're a rich man or a poor man. It don't judge, but it affects every organ in your body. But tear it down completely. Diabetes is a silent killer. It's like a killer, slow death. So, and I thought I was going through depression. That's how bad had got. And I was thinking, well, you need to give me something for depression. Once he told me my blood sugar was A1C was 10, I said, well, no damn wonder I was feeling bad. And he got me on this new kind of medicine twice a day. And my other medicine I was taking once in the morning, but I take another one of these at supper time, which it really helps me a whole lot. Plus, I have to take these big horse pills. I have to take 4 of them at supper time. So he was wanting to put me on a shot, and I said I don't want to take insulin if I can avoid it right now. I might have to give myself a shot one of these days, but as long as I can do it with these pills, I'm taking 6 diabetic pills a day, 6 of them. So right now I feel a whole lot better. When my blood sugar is high, I just don't. I feel like crap. There ain't much I want to do. I probably want to lay in bed all day, not get up. I'm retired. I don't have to work for a living. Well, Bill, I believe they've got me figured out. I gotta go back in the 1st of April, have blood work done on the 1st. Then I've got to see the doctor on the I think the 8th of April. So we'll see how well this medicine's doing. Plus, I've been trying to watch my diet too, trying to lay off the fried potatoes. That's hard to do. I love my potatoes. Love them potatoes. How's things going out there, guys? Don, it's been several months since I've been live streaming. I done a Monday night show a while back. Dave Marshall decided not to do one because his internet was in and out. I kind of filled in on Monday night for him one night. This might not be a regular thing, guys. We'll just have to see. I was kind of bored this evening. I said, let me see if I can get this set up. I had to get a code in my email, had to punch it in, go to my email to get it. they don't they don't even recognize who I am anymore. StreamYard. And the last 2 times I've opened it up and used it, I've had to get them codes sent to my email. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do it on a regular basis, Jeff. I don't mind doing live streams. What's up, Barry Campbell? Arizona Desert Flyer. Let me give you a wrench, buddy. You never know about me. I'm like a whirlwind. You might see me one day, you might not the next. I mean, I really do miss Dave's RC. I hope he's doing well. I seen him on Facebook, a post not too long ago. I think it was pertaining to his grandchild. So I hope everything's okay with Dave. Really do miss his show. I've been watching drag racing. I'm just all over the place watching YouTube videos. Sometimes I'll get in a movie mode and I'll just watch movies all night long. And sometimes I watch drag racing. I watch bare knuckle fighting. I love MMA. I like to watch the women's uh, bare knuckle fighting. The girls can put on a good show. Avoiding the Rona. Yes, sir, at all costs, Don. I haven't had it and don't intend to get it. I'm too mean to catch it. And once I do get it, I'm just going to spit it out. I'm not scared of dying. I'll be 66 years old here in about a week on the 13th of this month. And as far as me living and dying, I'm not afraid of nothing. So y'all can take that to the bank. I'm in good shape when it comes to that. I think the coronavirus is something you have to deal with. I know there's a lot of people who lost their life from it, didn't make it. So it's something to deal with. It shuts down your breathing. clogs up your lungs. So it's a serious business. That's one reason I stay cooped up in my home is because I don't want to catch it, and I don't hang out with a lot of people. Hanging out with y'all right here, it's like having safe sex. I mean, I'm not touching y'all not touching me, so we're all good here. This is like a community get together without getting together. And if you add jello, we're going to have to get back off in the hot tub confessions for too long. I don't know where my regulars is at. I don't guess I've got any regulars any longer. I thought, well, we'll just go live and see what's going on. Take vitamin D and zinc. It helps if you do come down with it. I got a bottle of 100 proof Smirnoff in there, another fifth of 80 proof Smirnoff. I'll be all right. I'll get that alcohol poisoning going. It'll kill it. Now, I don't know. I think both of my sons, they come down with it a year ago in January. I didn't even know it till after the fact. And the thing about it is, these people took that jab, they come down with it anyway. It don't make no sense to me. And all this trying to force people into taking the vaccine, they just stupid. I don't think they can come in and make me take anything. They'd have to put leg irons on me and shackle me up and take me to prison. I still ain't gonna take it. They'd have to hold me down and give it to me. So I'd be fighting and kicking all the way there. Yeah. Hello, sweetie. Pamela G. You changed your YouTube name. You dropped your last name and used the G. What do you think about Unstoppable Morgan? She's gonna quit doing YouTube. She's lying. She'll be back. She needs some money. She'll do another YouTube. Get that income in. Pamela, how are you? You need to keep that cold weather up north. We don't like it down here in Tennessee. It ain't too bad tonight. It's down to 30 right now. Get too much hate, cost a mortgage. She can do that. Yeah, Unstoppable Morgan. If you've never watched her show on YouTube, Wild Bill, you need to check her out. She's a train wreck. And she believes she knows everything. She's just a wise person. Let her say it. She just knows everything about everything. until she falls flat on her face. And she said, "Well, I don't know that much about it." She kept telling me she was never going to live in Tennessee because she'd heard bad things about it. And she'd been living in Memphis, Tennessee for over a year now. She really did move to the wrong part of Tennessee. She should have come to Nashville. Nashville, Memphis, I would never live down there. No way, Jose. How cold is it, Pam, up there, Minnesota? The Minnesota, Frankie, I'm not going to guarantee I'm back on Sunday nights. I just, I, that has been my spot at 8:30 Central Time. And if I do go live, I'll probably hit that spot around 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in that area. 3 degrees. Oh Lord, that's too cold. 3 degrees. How do you stay warm? You need to come down here and snuggle. Come back, Randy. I'm not sure what happened to Dave, Arizona Desert, about Dave. I think he went through some family issues. I'm not really sure. I really can't. I really don't know. But I really do miss him too. So I guess your furnace does run and run. I thought about going down to the dump, find me some more stray cats, bring home. So when I get cold, I could drag one or two up in my lap, stay warm. But I just ain't gone that far yet. Oh yeah, Dave's a good dude. He's a vet. He's had some struggles with being in war. That's understandable. If I'd went to Vietnam when I was supposed to went, I'd been a lunatic coming back. They'd have to cut them toenails before you start rubbing up on me, Pam. What's up with all these girls with these fingernails that looks like cats? They look so gaudy, and they can't even pick up nothing because of their fingernails. And it could be just me. I'm old fashioned, but them long fake nails on a woman's hands. Oh Lord, you have to get rid of them things. You're talking about scratching the crap out of somebody. Be like fighting a cat. If a woman just has her natural nails growed out just a little bit and trimmed up nice, I don't care if it's got clear nail color on. That's fine with me. Wow, Bill. Yeah, I don't I just don't get it, guys. And most of the women, they think that looks good. That's funny. Oh, me. Wonder where my Fred Bear's at. And my GB Landon. I ain't seen them in a while. Fake is fake, no matter how you look at it. That's 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 a God's truth there. You ever said anything? You got a point there, Pam. I would say something, but I'd probably get kicked off of YouTube. Yeah, GB's having a baby. It's gonna be a little baby girl, he told me. He texted me the other night, I don't know, about 2 a.m. in the morning. That's when we usually talk. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning. We'll go back and forth, me and GB. Yeah, I knew it. I watch a lot of shows without anybody knowing I'm there. I just, I'd just be quiet. All right, 200 driver. I'm glad you dropped in, buddy. Drop in anytime you see me go live. No, I don't think they'll ban my videos. I've only got one copyright claim on one video, but they said it's okay for me to use that song as long as all of my ads run on it. It goes to them, the Foo Fighters. And I done a video of me learning how to fly, and I used the song Foo Fighters, uh, "Learn to Fly," I believe it was. They said it was okay for me to use the song, but all my ad money, I never would be able to monetize it, and and all the ad money will go to the people that own the song. That's funny as hell. And I spent 3 to 4 hours making up this video, and I had to put soundtracks to it. I had a piece together, probably, I don't know, 13 minutes or 15 minutes of video segments together. I done all the editing, but yet they get all the money for me producing this video for YouTube. I just don't get it. What about it, Jackson RC? I don't, if I was a YouTuber trying to make a living, I don't think I'd put on my YouTube is they got full control of all the creators. I mean, I'd hate to know that you're helpless in what you're doing for a living. They could fire you at any minute and you'd lose your job because I just wouldn't. I don't have much faith in YouTube as far as making a living off of it. There's a lot of people that does. And it's so hard to be a creator on YouTube. I was buying planes one right after another, so I keep up with the latest plane that's coming out on the market so I could get the views. And guys, I realized after 120 some videos, well, this is costing me a lot of money. I've got more planes back here in a spare room. If I didn't buy another plane for the next 15 years, I'd have plenty of planes to fly. I've got a room plumb full. And I've just quit buying planes, guys. And if you see me flying anything, it'd probably be one of my older planes I got here already. I got planes I bought 4 years ago, and they still fly just as fine as they did the first day I ever flew them. I just think really being on retirement money as high as Joe Biden's gasoline went up and my food prices, well, there ain't no extra damn money here at my home for anything. I got to come up with $787 by the end of this month. Property taxes. There's my Fred Barron. Hey, buddy. How's Fred? I I don't get any assistance here. Although my wife left me 3 years ago, I lost all her income, and we were splitting all that as far as expenses here. And she just left me with a mortgage, insurance, two trucks. Thank God I got them paid off. We just bought a new car. She wound up with it, but she paid for it. And I'm maintaining off of Social Security disability. That's all I'm living off of. And trust me, money's tight. What I used to buy in groceries, I used to have a little bit of money extra to live off of. And right now, the food prices and gas prices, when I top my truck off, it's like $45, $50 to fill my tank up. And I don't ever get that back. And everybody in chat's the same way. I mean, my truck don't run off of fairy dust and unicorn farts and stuff. I don't know what's up with Joe Biden shutting down the pipelines. They're stopped fracking, and gases just keep going up. It don't make sense. Pam, I've been living on a single income since June 1st, 2019. And I haven't lost my house. I keep insurance on it. I make the monthly note on it. Thank God my trucks are paid for. But I got one truck's broke down. My newer truck, it needs a starter on it. So I'm forced into driving my older truck, the 4-wheel drive truck. But it's been a lifesaver. I thank God had it. It's a 99 Chevrolet Blazer. It's an S10 Blazer. It's 4-wheel drive, got a V6 in it. And it gets me from A to B. And I thank God for that truck. One of these days I'll get caught up enough where I can buy a starter for my S10. I got a 2001 S10 pickup LS. The starter, it hasn't run, I guess, a year. June or July This year will be a year since this run. My trucks are old, 2001, and the other one's a 99 model. But they've been good trucks. Yeah, that's I used to just drive that truck to the mailbox, Chrissy. That's it. But I'm having to drive it all the time now. Cause my beige truck is tore up. I'm driving the red Blazer. It all work out. All I can do is praise the good Lord. I had an '88 uh, Evo Harley, and I got where I didn't ride it that much, and I decided I'd sell it. So I sold it, and a woman come up and bought it for me. She was a guard down here at the local prison. They got a prison down here in my county, and she's a guard down there. And her husband had a Harley Davidson, and they wanted to get her one. And that bike would fit her perfect, so I give her a good deal on it, give her all my extra parts, and our old man was going to use some of those extra parts on his. I just got out of the Harley business. I do miss riding, Pam. I've got I this home's a 2010 model. It was brand new in 2010, and I was the first one to buy it in 2011. In the first 2 years that we lived here, we just paid a mortgage on it. And those first 2 years went as my down payment for the mortgage. In 2013, they signed the deed over to me and set up a 10-year mortgage on it. And in 23, my 10 years is up on it, the 10 years on it. So I'm going to have to re-sign for another 10 years because it was set up on a 20-year mortgage. But once I do that, I'll have about 10 more years on this place. I got it paid down pretty good. I probably could get it financed anywhere, but I'm going to go back with the same people I've been dealing with. They've been pretty good to me. Plus, I got a backyard full of deer. You know I'm not going to go hungry. Y'all hadn't seen my deer videos, my game trail videos. Y'all check them out. Y'all get my views up. I had surgery on my hand and haven't got to ride it since. Hopefully someday again. Yeah, come down and pick me up. I'll go riding with you, Pam. I really don't want another big, big freezer. I've had too many of them go out, and I've lost tons and tons of meat because I didn't know they were off and quit running. So I don't want to go that route again. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to pick up one of them small cubic freezers. Don't take up a lot of space. I just live by myself. I don't need a lot of freezer space. I would like to put up a deer though. Pam, I ride bitch with you, but you have to cut your fingernails. You have to trim them back. Come down here and pick me up, Pam. We'll ride to Mexico. Well, the gasoline's cheap. Old Hickory. I'm in Hartsville, Tennessee. I'm in Trisdale County. I'm about 56 miles northeast of Nashville. I can be in Lebanon, Tennessee in no time. I can be in Gallatin, Tennessee in no time. I'm right on the county line, Trisdale and Macon County. I'm up in God's country. Rolling hills and deer. That 1200's all you need, Pam. They're good little bikes. They're fun to ride. They're fast. They handle good. Get you some good tires on it where you throw them down the curve. Ride the curvy roads real fast. I don't know if y'all you know it or not. I used to drag race motorcycles. I had a 1980 Honda CBX 6-cylinder inline with a header, 6 into 1 header. And I used to run 8th-mile tracks with it up here at Buffalo Valley. I run 98 mile an hour in first gear through the lights. I couldn't get it to go no faster. I'd always run 98 mile an hour. If I shifted in a second, I was going through the beam anyway. And it really didn't do any good. It didn't. First gear go 100 mile an hour in an 8th mile. And this bike, I about lost my life on it a few times. And I'd get up there on test and tune weekend and just trying to bike out, which I was real used to riding it, but holding it on the line without it moving, that was a struggle. And taking off, I'd spin the tires. I'd launch it around $4,000, and hopefully I could hold it. It spin, and when the track cooled down in the evening, all this thing would hook up and stand straight up. You talking about a 700-800-pound motorcycle coming up with you? You hang on. This was a 1980 model, and I was drag racing in 2005, 2006. Had a Pingle. I had struts on the back of it and wheelie bar. It was all billet race drilled aluminum. Let me see if I can get up a picture of it for y'all to see. Hang on just a second. Let's see if I can find a picture of it for you. Maybe I can get this stuff. I forgot how to do it. Not near. Let me find it. I believe this is it. Let me check. I'm sharing a screen. It might be delayed. Here it comes. Let me go to full screen with it if I can. It is full screen. This black motorcycle right here, that was my racing number, 1313. I was born on the 13th. My wife was born on the 13th. Shared the same birthday, and that was just the way I roll. And I run 98 mile an hour. This is a inline 6-cylinder with 6 in the one header open. And if you never own one of these bikes, it sounds like a Ferrari. And it'll bust a straight line like nobody's business. Y'all can see this on my YouTube, my Instagram channel. But I was at the racetrack that day with a bunch of friends of mine. I enjoyed racing. The black one, yeah, the black CBX. That's a Honda CBX, 1980 model. Yeah, I own two of them, Bill. I owned a 1979 model, a silver one. It come out of South Carolina. An Army guy had it. I wound up buying it because it set up for a while. It wasn't running, but it was a complete bike. I wound up not even fooling with it. I flipped it, made a lot of money. And the 80 model I'd had for 5 or 6 years, but I rode fast. That's just the way I lived. I rode fast. I lived hard. I got gasoline in my blood, and I just run hard. And I had them sticky tires on it, which I could throw that thing in a curve, dragging metal on the ground. That's just the way I rode. But I got off in drag racing, straight line drag racing with it. I've had that motorcycle topped out on the interstate from exit to exit. And I said, I'll never do that again. The G-forces got so hard on me, it was wanting to bear off the interstate, and I had no control over it. It just kept wanting to push over to the right, and I had to keep it into the left to go around a curve, a long sweeping curve. And it's just a lot of motorcycle. Lord, if you never own one, you really, you just don't know. Everybody needs to own at least one of them. I used to just hop on it. It'd be in the summertime. I'd be mowing, just hop on it and just take off down the road, cool off real fast. And I got off coming back home, and I run up behind some traffic, and I look at, I said, well, there's just that one car coming. Well, when it passed, I darted out there. I banged 2 or 3 gears. Now I'm running 100 mile an hour probably. And here comes 4 cars and a truck right at me. And I had 4 cars on in front of me, and I had 3 cars and a truck coming at me. And I was stuck in the center lane. I couldn't get back over. I just couldn't. I was stuck in the middle of the road like an idiot because this dip in the road, I didn't see this traffic. And once I got out there, well, I'm having to deal with this. So I had to cut the center line. I guess that truck mirror come so close to me that I could feel the air off of it. I guess I freaked out 10 people and 10 vehicles that evening, but I split the center lane and went around it. And I said, I got to take this home before I die today. I've come so close to dying on a motorcycle that this isn't, well, you need to go put it up. And I rode it that hard most of the time until I got real stupid on it and almost lose my life on it. They used to call me Rocket Man. I used to ride every weekend with about 30 motorcycles, and they nicknamed me Rocket Man. That's because of me riding that black motorcycle. And I'll show you a picture of my Harley that I had. Pam, if I can find it. Here it is. If I can share it. I haven't done this so long, guys. Here we go. Here's my 880. This is a 883 Sportster Evo 4-speed. And that's where I used to ride around. This is my last motorcycle I owned. That's a 1988 model. And it had a 4-speed, and it's just a hot rod. That's all it was. People would buy a bore kit for it. This motorcycle didn't need one. It'd fly just like it was. You just bang through 4 gears and you're just hauling ass. But this is the motorcycle I sold that prison guard. That lady bought it. But this bike used to be burgundy, and I can't stand red motorcycles. I rattle canned all of it, took it apart and rattle canned it, black primer. That's just my style. Changed out. I worked on that motorcycle at least a year to get it where I wanted it. Then I wound up selling it. 4-speed Evo. It run good. It runs strong. I don't know if these newer bikes run as good as these old ones. What's up, Reckham Roy? Uncle? I still got my motorcycle license. I've had motorcycle license ever since I was 17 years old, and I still have them today. I get a DM on my driver's license. I used to have chauffeur license back in the 70s. I used to drive a truck. And back then, they changed them CDLs. If you wasn't working for a current truck driving job, they'd ask you to reinstate them. And I wasn't driving at the time, so I wasn't able to keep I could have got grandfathered in, but I don't think I could have because I wasn't driving. But I had chauffeur license. My dad had a special chauffeur license, and me and my father went and got our motorcycles. When I bought my first bike when I was 17, and my dad wanted to relearn how to ride, so I let him use my motorcycle. We went and got our license and together. But they'd ask me sometimes, you want to keep your motorcycle license? I said, well, that's the most important thing about my license. I said, well, sure, I want to keep them. Let me check your link out, Pam. Oh, yeah. Silver. Pretty bike. What's up, Robert? We're going to have hot tub confessions before we leave tonight, Robert. That'd be art, won't it? Randy was a stripper. I'll never tell. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Robert's my hot tub confession. I don't know if I'll ever buy another motorcycle or not. I do miss riding them though. I tell you, the most thing I miss now is my boat. I had a bass boat that run about 50 mile an hour, and I used to run the river with it. V bottom, had a 90 horse Mercury Mariner on it. I really miss my boat. I really love running the river. If I didn't do anything, just burn a tank of gas out, go park somewhere and go swimming. I'm got cotton mouth. Y'all excuse me. Stage name, Bangkok, Randy. Pam, when you coming to Nashville seeing me, we'll go down, have a night on the town. I know all the hot spots in Nashville. We hit all them bars on Lower Broadway. Go down, have some honky tonkin'. I think Wild Bill's got more hookers in Phoenix than we got in Nashville. I'll be honest, guys. You ever want to come to Nashville, holler at me, Pam. Honky tonky. Oh, they do it down in Nashville for you. There's this guy I've been watching. He goes down there and video YouTube's downtown Nashville every day. And I've seen him on here this evening. He's down there every night just filming, walking around Nashville. And he does an excellent job. He shows you what's happening, the music, meeting people on the street, talking to them. It's a good time when you come to Nashville. Reckon I seen that video where you put that camshaft in that car and head gaskets. That's a nice truck. Why you want to get rid of it for since you done went through the motor and put head gaskets on it, and new camshaft. Well, you got it where it needs to be now. I think twice about selling it now since you've done all that work. I bought what was it? A 1990 Nissan 240 SX, little sports car. Brought it home 2 weeks. Damn thing blowed up. I said, well, damn. I just made a payment or two on it. I was making notes on it. And I went to the guy that sold me the damn car off the car lot, and I said, what the hell's up with that? You selling me a damn piece of shit. You still want me to make notes on it? I said, well, the hell with that. I said, we're going to make this right. So he deferred my payments. I kept up with all my invoices, and I did all the labor on that motor. I had a 2-car garage, and I could work on anything from 2-stroke motorcycles to outboards, you name it. Small block Chevrolet is my specialty. But I went through this little Nissan motor. I had to put a timing chain in it, and luckily I didn't drop a valve in it or bend a valve when it went out. They put these damn little plastic timing gear, timing chain tensioners in there. They know that it's going to wear out, and I had to go in. I spent $600 in parts, and I spent 40 hours of my labor in putting it back together. I had parts everywhere. I had the whole front of the motor and the top. I had the head off of it. I went and had it checked at a machine shop, make sure everything was right in the head. I had get the head back from the machinist. I put all the timing chain in it, tensioner, all the gaskets, put it all back together, fired it up. Finally got to use it. And that was a fast car. Think anyone would want to buy something that was Morgan's? And how would someone go about finding a buyer? What are you pertaining to, Pam? Something she's selling? Morgan don't have anything I want to buy. She's got 2 Broncos, Wild Bill. She got the old one she rode around the United States in. Now she bought another one. She cut the top out of it. And ain't no telling what it looks like now because she's quit YouTubing. I have something that someone sent me from that shop she was at. What is it? Talk to me, girl. I love you a long time. What have I missed in this chat? It's rolling awful fast. Let me stroll up. Well, they won't even let me stroll up. What is wrong with this? Wild Bill, check PayPal, Randy. She's selling the Bronco. Thanks, Wild Bill. Pam, I'm not that guy. I don't get gaga over her. She's not my cup of tea at all. I'd beat the shit out of her. I'd slap her till her face was red. Me and her wouldn't he all. No, she's not my top. I just have fun watching how the stupid stuff that she does and thinks she knows everything. I just get a kick out of watching her. Pam, you know she's just a put on. Come down to it, she don't even like guys. She just does all that shit for getting views. Wild Bill, me and Pam were moderators for Morgan at one time. Pam is still. I got her. I got Morgan. We lost our moderator's position with her. I talked Morgan into getting Pam back on there, and she got Pam back as a moderator. But right now she don't do any live streams no more. Hardly ever. She wouldn't give me time of day, no way. And I'm just about the same way. I won't give her time of day. Because that's just the way I am. Pam, you know I don't pull no punches. Pam calls me out in chat sometimes, tells me be nice. I say, yes, ma'am. She's blocked you on her channel. It's a long story, but it still could remove comments on her video. So Justin said, I'm still a moderator. You were the last time she went live. I think you was. I'm pretty sure he was. She called me out for being naughty. It's okay, Pam. I'm cool with it without it. Less pressure. I can just sit back and watch the shit show. It's all good. I have fun when she goes live. You never know what she's going to talk about. It might be her aching shoulder, and she got this, looks like this Hans device that she's putting on her shoulder and pumping it up, got circulating ice through her shoulder patch. Oh God, she just kills me. She's something else. Pam, I'll be honest with you, Morgan couldn't deal with me. Not at all. She couldn't. She couldn't handle me. She don't even want to go there. People come and go. It's part of life. Yep. Yeah, she's she's after that money, but she don't want to go through YouTube to do it because she's getting a lot of haters on. She does it Patreon. People paying her money to see that. That's where she's at. She don't want to deal with the haters. Haters on YouTube, it is part of YouTube. If you ain't got thick skin, you shouldn't be doing this, what I'm doing here. I could care less. I do appreciate all the subs I do have. And I don't know if I ever get more than what I got. But it's okay. It don't really bother me. I don't do this for the money. I do it for the enjoyment. Robert, you look up Unstoppable Morgan on YouTube or on Instagram. Unstoppable Morgan. That's who we're talking about. Oh yeah, she's had a drug problem. She's got an alcohol problem too. And she'll blame her breakups on alcohol. No, she just wants to start a damn fight. When things start going good for her, that's when she wants to bail. It's really terrible the way she done Dave in South Carolina. She up there parked up in his shop, stayed there a few months. They act like they is true enemies at the end. And I just couldn't imagine Morgan doing him that way, but she did. She wrecked his truck, and it was a lease truck. Wound up not wanting to pay for the damage she done to it. And he got a lawyer and attorney to get her to pay for it, and I don't know if she ever did or not. Ain't none of my business. She's from California, and that ought to tell you everything about her. She's from California. Me myself, I was born and raised here in Tennessee, and me and people from California, we don't hee haw. We just don't. They're different kind of people out there. She's a freeloading user. She's just after the views and the money. And she might show you a titty every once in a while. But that's about it. She was painting. She'd put blue paint on her breast and red paint on her butt. She would stick them against a board and stick her butt up against it, and she was selling the paintings. Go figure. How many's in the chat would buy a poster that I stuck my ass on? Tell me now. I'm gonna start a boob YouTube channel to get my views up. Some lucky girl is gonna win my heart. So Uncle knows about Morgan. That's funny. Titty stamp t-shirts. I'd rather have the real thing in a wet t-shirt here in present. Yeah, she done some artistic work, I'd call it, Pam. She's in it for the money. And there's no telling how much money she's made off of YouTube. There's no telling. And she's blowed it. Blowed it. She gone and buy a new truck, pay cash for it. I didn't mean to make this my live stream about Morgan. She she is really a piece of shit though. But she's her own person. I'm my own person. Everybody got their own opinion. Y'all bear with me a second. I'm back. Not completely, but I'm back. Well, she blows money like nobody's business because it doesn't mean anything to her. You can tell it don't mean nothing to her. She don't have to work for it. YouTubing and showing your boobs, I call it, it's like Instagram models. They're not having to work for a living. And there's guys out there that just feeds off of it. How do I don't get it. And them girls ain't never gonna have nothing to do with you, but you giving them money. When you go to OnlyFans and pay money to see nudity, well, you're just stupid as hell. Completely idiots. I I mean, get real, guys. Who pays to see nudity when you got Pornhub for free? Don't make a lick of sense to me. Oh, I'll give you $100 to show me your feet. Come on now, guys. Robert, you'd like to see my chest shaved, I'm sure. That's a rule. If you get in my hot tub, everything got to be shaved. Women comes dime a dozen, guys. It's hard to be a pimp out here. Yeah, Uncle, I'm about the same way. I don't give money to people less I want to. And most of the people I give money to, they're not showing me boobs. They just friends that do YouTube. I might give them $5 here, $5 there, just for the hell of it. That's just the way I am. But for me to go Instagram, go to OnlyFans to see this girl, I'm just out. Her boyfriend was so mean to people in his life. Hasn't been initialize stuff about me to Morgan ever since. Pam, there's haters out there that just, if you got a position like you was as a moderator, well, people, you're one step up on the ladder higher than they are. And there's so many people out there that want to bring you, tackle what you got and bring you down. That's just the way YouTube is. If you're not thick skinned, you can't make it in this world. And I hate to say it, but YouTube gone to hell in a handbag. I would, just like I said earlier, I wouldn't put my money in it where I ain't got no control of the job at hand. I mean, it's like that last video where I put it out, and I put 4 hours into it. At least 4 to 5 hours making the video. It was about the last 3 years me learning how to fly. The editing, the music I added to it, all the tracks I had to go gather up, put in. It just so much work. It's unbelievable. Then YouTube come and tell me that I got a copyright strike because of the song I picked. But it was okay that the copyright owner said I could use it and it would be fine. But I never would be able to monetize that video or gain any money from it. And all my ad revenue will go strictly to the copyright owners. That's just the way YouTube works. And I'm okay with that video, which I'll never make a cent off of it. But it just ain't justified me building a video that gets views and I don't get no revenue from it. That's hurtful. That's, and people that puts their money in YouTube, I just don't get it. Fred, we'd be better off working at the steel mill, brother. I worked at aluminum extrusion company for years. I know all about that kind of business. Not the steel, but the aluminum industry. I well diversified in. I enjoy YouTube. It's funny. There's a guy that I've been following here lately. He's from Cheatham County, Tennessee. His name is Upchurch. And he's a country rapper, country artist, independently. And he just does YouTube and Instagram. And he's got over 1 million followers his music. And I gotta say one thing about him, he's not the mainstream and nationals try to sign him, and he won't have nothing to do with them. And he's got his own recording studio, he's got his own record label, he's making music, making tons of money. He's a millionaire. And he's like 30 years old, and he's got everything in the world going for him. But I was going to say, he's got guys on YouTube that when he puts a song out, they have a reaction video so they can get the popularity They just riding the back off of him. It's like a water on the back of a duck's back. These people on YouTube does reaction videos so they can get the views to get popular off of his name. Fred, when you gonna retire? You've been there a while, ain't you? Pam, I don't know where you're at on Instagram, but I'm gonna give you my link here. Hit me up on Instagram so I can talk to you sometime. Oh, let me see here. There's my Instagram page. Hit me up, Pam. I don't know where to find you at. There's me. RC Explorer. What's going on? Y'all ain't seen these guys in a long time. Well, you got to do Instagram. That's the only way I can talk to you. So I don't do Facebook. I got Facebook, but I hardly ever get on there. I thought you had Instagram. Well, if you don't do Instagram, let me find another way you can reach me. Well, I got so much stuff here. Browse through. It's pathetic. Damn, I need a secretary sometimes. Here it is. Here, I'm gonna go out here. Put this out here on the. There's my email. Pam. $25 years at the mill. I was a meat cutter, Fred, for off and on many years. You'll be 66. I'll be 66 in, I don't know, 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next Sunday, my birthday. About 7 days, I'll be 66. But I'm a young scrapper. If I feel good on my birthday, next Sunday night, we'll have a birthday bash. That's if I might be drinking. I don't know. Be Wednesday after mine. Well, happy birthday, Wild Bill. I'll be honest with you guys. I never did. If you'd asked me when I was 21, 22, 23 years old, if I'd ever lived to be 66, I'd say, well, you're a fool. Ain't no damn way. I should have killed myself on a motorcycle years ago. God's got some kind of special plan for me. He ain't gonna let me go out of this world like that. I always thought I'd die on a motorcycle. I've always thought that. 13th. Thank you, Pam. I always thought, well, I'd lose my life on something I really enjoy. And that's going fast. I look young, Pam. My mama, she passed away when I was 34 years old. She was 58 years old when I lost my mom. And she did not look her age. I'm the baby of the family, and I get my youth from my mom. I can pass for 45. I can pass for 48. If I cut my hair all off and get all this gray out of it, I still got dark hair. But you see a lot of this gray stuff in my beard. If I let it grow completely out, I usually keep all that side shaved down. Thought I was 40. Well, thank you. You just made my day. Young as you feel. Now, I'm not gonna let a number wear me down. I just ain't gonna do it. My dad was 67 when he passed. My mom was 58. My mom died in 1990. She born in 31. My dad died in 97. He was 67. He was born in 1930. I was born in 56. And I got one older brother born in 53. And I'm just a Tennessee hellraiser. I have been all my life. But it's all good. Bill, sometimes I feel 107. You get up out of bed, you're hurting and aching, squalling out like an old cat in heat, hurting and aching just getting out of bed. You know you're getting age on your body. That's why I got to soak in that hot tub, Robert. Have him hot tub confessions. Yes, Mama Pam, we live right. We have a good time too. You ought to come down and kick it in Nashville with me. You fly in, I'll pick you up at the airport. Room and board's free. You got to watch Uncle Roy. He gets a little perverted sometimes, fam. But we all overlook him sometimes. He calls me nephew, and I call him uncle. He lives in Washington. Washington State. Randy looks older in his porn star days. And women always love me, Robert. They just can't handle me very long. There's no saying why this girl asked this question. Let me bring it up. I'll show it to you. This is a good one. Let's see if I can find it. It's a good saying. Here you go, right here. Let me see if I can share it with y'all. This is a killer quote. Here you go. This is me all over. Why are men only nice to you for 3 weeks? Laughing out loud. Rambo, that's the end of the free trial. Oh, that's so funny. I had to put that on Instagram. The end of free trial. 3 weeks. That's about it, too. I can put up some women I can put up for about 3 months. That's my limit. 3 months is good. You got to be a special woman to hang out with me past 3 months. I'll be honest with you. That free trial's over. That's 3 months. If you're special, if you last longer than 3 months, you're a special kind of person. The Manscaped 4.0. Boxers or briefs? Christy, get right in her. Help me with these boys. Christy, she loves me too, so she ain't gonna do that. Christy from Washington State too. Roy, he's from Washington State. GB's from Washington State, but he's not in here tonight. I don't know where he's at. He's having a baby girl. His life is going to change forever when that happens. He don't really get it yet. Wait till he has youngest. His life will be upside down for a while. His life will be upside down. Yeah, I'd like to go out there and visit. That's a pretty state. I wouldn't like the climate out there, I don't think. Too much rain, too much wind off the Pacific. I think where Bill Flynn lives, out there in the woods, that's where I'd like to be, just up in the woods, and got squirrels coming up on the deck and eating. Oh, I'd love that kind of living. You put me in a log cabin somewhere, I'd be happy. Yeah, GB would be a good dad. I'm pretty sure of that. GB's a good guy. She'll be a daddy's girl for sure. Well, it's been a terrible winter here, Roy. Been wet, snowing. We've had more snow this winter than I've seen in a long time. It racked up about 8 to 10 inches one snow. I said, my Lord, we never get that much snow here. I'm in the South. I'm below the Mason-Dixon line. I'm looking for a Dixie chicken, so I'm going to be their Tennessee lamb. That was a good song back in 1973. Little Feat. F-E-A-T. Little Feat. Dixie chicken. I come from a huge family, Pam. I got cousins out there, yang. My dad was 8. There were 8 of them. He had 7 siblings. My dad. They all had kids, so I grew up in a large family. Used to box all my cousins. My dad and my uncles, they'd buy these 6-ounce boxing gloves and tie them on to us kids, and we get off in the bedroom and box. That's how I grew up. A heart valve replacement at some point. That's what my mom passed away from, Fred. She had 2 valves that were going to go in and repair one. And once they went in there to her heart, they replaced 2 valves in her heart. She had a heart murmur. And she wasn't strong enough to recover from the surgery. Fred, there's a lot of good surgeons that does that valve replacement. They know what they're doing, but they have to put you on a ventilator afterwards, and they don't want to remove it too early. They don't want to leave it in too long. My mom decided to yank hers out of her throat. They were going to remove it the next day, but she took it out early. She got fed up with it. She yanked it out. Then she got real weak. And these doctors, they really prolong putting it back on to a patient because they don't want the patient to rely on that respirator. So they didn't put my mom back on, and her heart stopped several times during the night. And nurses, doctors straddling my mom up in the bed with paddles, popping her, trying to get her revived. They split her sternum open, popping her with the paddles. Then they put her back on the respirator. She never did gain conscious. It's just a sad deal what my mom went through in 1990. Fred, I hope everything goes well. That infection, that's a whole lot like what I'm dealing with diabetes. If I don't keep my sugar levels right, I got an infection all through my body. It really tears you down from the inside out. On the outside, you would never know that I'm sick. The way I feel on the inside, I know that I'm sick. But that's just part of life. I deal with it. Pam, you gonna send me an email so I can talk to you when I want to? Oh, I'm taking care of myself. I'm on medication now that doctors got me on. It's helped a whole lot. I feel a whole lot better. Let me see if I still got my. There it is, Pam. Can't sleep at night. Want to talk to somebody? You hit me up. I'm usually up late chasing all these skirts. I take that back. I don't. I quit chasing skirts a long time ago. You still pouring that concrete pavement, Uncle? I will. As soon as I get off live stream, I'll check it. I'll only see you when I catch you in. I seen you in Ted Nugent's live chat the other night. I said, "There's my girl." I said, "There's my girl." When you can't look anymore, you're dead. There you go. Trust me, at 66, I've not stopped living. Trust me. We've been on here almost 2 hours, guys. Where's my boy Kenny at? Did somebody piss him off? Did Slapnuts piss him off on Facebook? I seen his little picture of Chinese Kenny. I said, somebody, Slapnuts has done pissed him off or something. Because he quit doing live shows all week. And I said, what's wrong with Kenny's show? He's not going live. Even on Thursday night, he didn't go live. I said, what's up with this? Kenny's on every night. Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and sometimes Friday. And he's nowhere to be seen. So I'm thinking, well, somebody pissed in his Wheaties. I don't know what's up. Kenny is ghosting everyone. Somebody's pissed him off, Uncle. I guarantee you that. Somebody's pissed him off. Minnesota news. So they ride around and looking at the weather and drives and finds cops and incidents. Well, they make YouTube channels for everything. I'm a mod there. Cool. I wish I'd started YouTube at a younger age, but I didn't. My first YouTube was a music video of me playing a guitar in 2011. That's when I really got started on YouTube. And it was really a bet with my son. He said, "You won't never get no views on it." And we bet that I wouldn't get 1,000 views on it. Oh, I've got plenty of views on it since then. But it was it was because of a bet. I was playing the blues on a guitar, and it was between me and my son Matt. He's a baby, and I taught him how to play guitar. And he started buying guitars like a wild man. He got out of control buying guitars. He just fascinated with guitars. My other son, he's fascinated with guns, like I am. And I'm fascinated with guns and guitars, fast women, fast cars, fast motorcycles. I've got a small 2-minute segment of that on my Instagram page, playing blues. His real name's Matthew, but we call him Matt for short. He calls me Hippie. He nicknamed me Hippie years ago. That's what I call him from every once in a while. Hippie. They good boys. I've been watching here lately real crime stories, FBI files on YouTube. I kind of enjoy watching that. Where they rob a money truck. That only lasts about 40, 50 minutes. I enjoy them. He calls me hippie. Yeah, I'm a hippie. Pam, really, he's just been a little smart ass, what he is. He's like 30. He's born in 1990, so I guess he's 32. He will be in August. Ah, my baby's all grown up. I think my oldest girl, she's probably 43. And I got 4 sons. Got one living out in San Jose, California. Got one son lives in White House, Tennessee. Another son lives in Fayette, Tennessee. And the baby son, he lives in Smithville, Tennessee. They all live far away. 16 and 17 reckon, oh, you got a long way to go. That's 16, 17, that's when they know everything. They try to act like they're 24 and 25 and get up in your shit. That's when you got to beat them down. Show them who's daddy around the house. My boys wouldn't step over that boundary. I wouldn't let them. My baby is 38. Cool. I think Matt's my baby. He was born in 1990. And the thing about it is, my first granddaughter was born in 95. Ain't that some shit? Hear me having a son in 1990 and having a granddaughter born in 95. Now she's got a baby boy. It never ends. I'm sorry to hear that, Pam. I thought I'd heard you saying you lost a son. My mom passed away in 1990, and she died end of June. In the same year, my son was born in August. So she never did get to see my baby son, Matt. Never did get to meet him. And my next one to him, Josh, he barely remembered mama. Because he's just little. He was born in 87. He don't remember much mama. They know her by pictures and stuff, but that's about it. It's sad that some of us get to live longer and some people don't get to live long at all. People dying at 45, 54, and there's some people gets to live longer. And I don't know the morale of that or understand it. I have a lot of friends I growed up with, went to high school. They've all passed. I don't have many friends from high school that was real close to that's still living. There's a few, but most of them is already gone. And I wonder sometimes why they got to leave and I'm still here. Thanks for coming out, Wild Bill. I just want to touch base with y'all and holler at y'all tonight a little bit. My oldest girl was born in 1977. So that puts her 43, I believe. 43. And I got a son was born in 79. That's 20, 22. She's going to be 45 in June. Damn. So Brandon, he's born in 79. He's going to be 2 years behind her. He'll be 43. Kelly's 47. I'm at 45, I mean. Damn, she's getting old. But I love all my youngins. They're not youngins no more. I do believe in that, Pam. God's got a plan for all of us. And I also believe God will take care of you too. If you pray to him, if you have faith, he'll take care of you. I'm a living example of it. I'm a living example. Fred, I got married in 1976. And I had my first daughter in 1977. I had a son pop out in 79. I got divorced in around 80 or 81. I remarried I don't know, 86, no, 84. I can't remember. I remarried. I was divorced several years there. I was 28 and my wife was 20. I got married again, and she had a son, and I raised him as my own. Good night, Bill. I raised him as my own. Then we had two more boys behind him. I almost went to Vietnam, guys. When I got in a bunch of trouble when I was 18 years old. I almost got locked up in prison. But I got out of that, and I made a promise to myself. I said, I got to slow down. I had three places I was going to look at. I was looking at Vietnam, getting drafted, or I was going to go to prison, or I was going to get married and settle down. And I wound up getting married. Hell, that didn't work out. But I didn't go to Vietnam, and I didn't go to prison. But I did get sentenced to 11 months, 29 days in the workhouse. I didn't want to serve that. That's just me being me. But it is what it is. Pam, I'm still a troublemaker. I'm just down to earth. I try to keep my feet on the ground. Well, yeah, found a better road. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better road. I'm living by myself. If you call that a better road. That is a better road than where I was living in. So I got where I despised her. When she come home from work, I didn't really want to be here. So if you get my drift, you'll see where I'm coming from. But her leaving, yeah, that was a blessing. Thank God. She turned into a damn hackle, hiding jackal. She turned into a person I really didn't understand at the end. Not at all. I was with her 30 years. It don't make sense, but it does make sense now. I'm better off. But you always could be better. But I say one day at a time. It's hard being a pimp out here in this world. My oldest son went to prison for 3.5 years. He got into some shit. Luckily now he's doing pretty good with his life. Yeah, we kind of got bored of one another, Pam. If you get my drift, kind of growed apart. She tried to have me arrested in August. She called the cops out here on me. And I knew right then I wasn't going to stay with this woman. Had the cops up at my house. Then she tried to throw me under the bus. He owns guns. The cop said, it's not against the law for him to own guns. She was trying to use any damn excuse that she could find to throw me under the bus. Had me locked up that day. I did agree to the cops that I'd get in a car. I got my 9mm. I got one of my guns. I didn't get them all. I took my 9mm with me. I got my son to come up here. Yeah, it got pretty bad. We fixing to have World War III here. I went and spent the night at my son's house. And I come back the next day. Cops wanted us to stay apart that night, keep from coming back out again. So I agreed to leave. I didn't want to leave. It just ain't no working that out. Yep, she's bad. I've been bad too, so I just didn't get caught. She got caught. It's just hard to find the right person these days. Think my picker broke. That's funny. I just don't want to get wrapped up in all that shit no more, Uncle. I'll be honest with you. To go through what I just got out of, oh Lord, have mercy on me. I just soon, if that's the way it's got to be the rest of my life, I just soon to live by myself. That's straight up. I can't deal with it. I'm not going to deal with it. I ain't going to deal with it. Although I'd love to find somebody to help me financially here, but I'm getting by. So as long as I'm getting by, I'm cool living by myself. Ladies and gents, I think I'm going to call it. It's 11:19 Central Time. It's probably a different time all over the world. It's probably 9:19 out in Washington, where Christy and Uncle Roy's at. Kind of getting late here. We got 6 people online. Figured I'd have a few more tonight than I did, but we had a good turnout for the first time. I'm glad to see y'all. I haven't seen y'all in a while. Got to chit chat a little bit. Love hanging out with y'all. Maybe we can get Key to fire back up. You're on the same time I am, Pam. You're on Central Time too. Well, everything's just lovely. I'll go check my email here in a minute. We'll chat back and forth some. And I'm going to say my farewells. We're going to peace out of here. Peace.